So the next is the management of the material and the finance. So generally a management means a process of planning, organizing, staffing and controlling any organization. So there will be a certain principles of management where it will be same for all organization, whether it's a school, a club, a hospital or any institution. So in this the hospital organization, hospital, it's a very big organization, so it needs certain application of concepts and techniques. So the main focus will be on the material management. Other than the material management, there will be a financial management, human resource management, marketing and then computer application. So firstly we will be dealing with the material management. So the aim of the material management is to get the right quantity, the right quality, then from the right source at the right time at the right place, then for the right cost. So next, the objectives of the material management is to develop a system of supplies where there will be an adequate stock of items required. So at the same time, it should not be too much and it should not be less. So if it is too much, it will lead to wastage. So we have to avoid the wastage. So it should be stored in a manner that each and every item should be easily traceable. It should be easily obtainable so that the pharmacist can reach there easily and distribute all these materials very easily according to the use. Next is to ensure that all the resources available there must be effectively used, and the stores for drug they should be purchased at the most economical prices. The purpose of the material management is to gain the economy in purchasing, to satisfy the demands during the period of replenishment or replacement. Then is to carry the reserve stock to avoid stock outs. Then to maintain or to establish stock in consumption. Then to provide reasonable levels of client services, means to meet the client expectations of the clients. Next, principles of the material management. These are the material management principles. So in that, the first one is the effective management and supervisions, where all the managerial functions will depend. So firstly, planning should be good, then organizing, then directing all the material management processes, then controlling these materials, then reporting all the material, then budgeting. So after controlling, after planning, after organizing, after having a control over there, then it's the duty to report, and then they should provide a budget for its maintenance purpose. Second, the sound purchasing methods. So in that, the skillful and hard poison negotiations should be there. The person who will be appointed in the stores, he should be a skillful person. He should be a hard poison negotiating person, and so in that, the effective purchase should be in there. Then it should be simple. It should not increase other cost, and it should have the simple inventory control program. The inventory control program we will be learning in the next clips. So for this, to attain this objective, there be a procedure. So there first is to determining the categories of the stock required, then estimating the quality and quantity of the drugs, and then procuring the items of good quality from various sources. From various sources we are obtaining the good quality products plus at economical prices. Then after receiving the items according to quality and quantity, the payments made to be regularly, then receive items should be stored properly. Then on these items, the pharmacist should have a good control on the inventory. Then he should develop a proper distribution system for drugs. So other than that, the pharmacy receives material from two sources, the medical stores and the manufacturing division of the hospital. So in this, it issues against the requisition from various departments, and in the pharmacy department, it exercises quality control of materials, and it issues material to inpatient as well as to the outpatients. The inpatients will be serving by the nursing stations who receives their materials from the pharmacy. This is the flowchart for the outpatients. So any doctor, from any doctor, they'll get a prescription from there. The prescription will be received by the pharmacist. Then these pharmacists will fill it and dispense it. While filling of the prescription, there will be the selection, there will be the labeling and pricing of the medicaments or the drugs. So after dispensing, then the receipt of payment will be there and the prescription file will be there. In prescription file, there will be the regular prescription file and the narcotic prescription file. And during the payment, it can be of free of cost, or it can be paid by cash or through the other charges. So it will be included in the statistics and the reports, which will come under the finance management. So next is the flowchart for the material. This is the flowchart for inpatients, and one more is there for the previous one was for the outpatients. This is for inpatients, and this is the general flowchart for material. From the medical stores, manufacturing of the parentals will be there. Say, upon giving the receipt, it can be given to the pharmacy department. Then this pharmacy department, upon quality check, it will issues it to the inpatient department as well as to the outpatient department. So manufacturing of the parentals will be there, and other dosage forms will be there. So these medical stores will give these from these stores, and this manufacturing unit, it will go to the stores, then directly to the inpatients and to the outpatients, or through the pharmacy department. Mainly it go with the pharmacy department only in few cases it will go to the inpatients. Next is the finance management. So generally a finance management means it will be relating to the budget or to the amount of money which will be involving in the services of the hospital pharmacy or its stores or its for its maintenance. So the effective and efficient management of finance of the organization in order to achieve the goals. So it will be based on the principles of inventory. So in that, the objective is to provide or to supply the drugs in time, to reduce the investment in inventories, to make the effective use of capital. Efforts will be there to procure the goods at minimum prices without bargaining the quality. Then in that, we should avoid the stock counts and shortages, and we should avoid the wastages also. So next is the techniques of the inventory control. In the techniques, the most common and the widely used tools and techniques are the planning, acquisition, storage, movements. For this, we are having all these techniques, means all these methods will be there: ABC, VED, EOQ, lead time, buffer stock. All these are the techniques. These techniques will be applied for planning, acquisition, storage, movement and control of material. So in that, the first one is the ABC analysis. It's a basic tool with the selective approach for the concentration upon the items. So according to this analysis, the items can be classified into three classes: A, B and C. So three categories will be there. The percent of items for A will be 10 to 15, and its expenditure, its annual expenditure will be 70 to 80%. Whereas in B, the items will be 20 to 25%, and the annual expenditure will be 15 to 20%. And the annual expenditure for C category will be 5 to 15, and its percent of items will be 60 to 70. Whereas in VD analysis, it will be based on the importance of the item and its effect on the functioning and the efficiency of the hospital. So V stands for vital drugs, E for essential and D for desirable. So vital drugs will be those drugs categorized as vital whose absence cannot be tolerated even for a single day. एक दिन के लिए भी we cannot tolerate these absence of these drugs. Next, essential drugs. In essential drugs, it will be those medications or the drugs without which a hospital can function but may affect the quality of service, but to some extent.